Hello you all, welcome back to another video. Yes, this will be another client makeup tutorial, you guys, and I have my Melanin Queen. So we are going to be doing a just a really nice soft glam, but just with a pop of glittery eye. So jumping straight into this video, I'm doing her brows, and I'm starting off with her brows. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony, actually. And I'm just taking a angle brush to put this product on. I always line the brows first, and then I just use upward stroke motions to mimic brow hairs. So I always brush through the brows because I just want to make sure I'm not putting too much product on her brows, as her brows are like naturally full. So I'm just basically just lining them and then doing hair-like strokes in the beginning of the brows. So next I am going to be using some concealer to conceal her brows, and this is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic number 9 concealer, and it's also to the Max Smooth Wear concealer, and I just mixed the two to, you know, get a nice shade under her eyes, as she is brown skin. I don't want to be too light. So like I said, when you are doing brows, you want to take your time. You want to take your time even when you are concealing the brows, because sometimes if you're too quick to conceal, you can take off too much of the product that you put down. Then you have to go back in and fill it back in and then conceal it again. So you want to take your time even when you are concealing under the brows. I love this step because it just makes the brows so much more cleaner, and then you also get that highlighted look under the brows, just as if you were getting your brows arched under the brow, always look like it's highlighted. So that's why we put the concealer under the brows, to clean it up. I'm going to also do the same thing to the top of the brows, just to conceal it and make sure that the brows are nice and cleaned and even out. For me, I have to do the brows first. I cannot do any parts of the face without first doing the brows. That's how I envision how the makeup is going to look. The brows, for me, they set the tone, so I just have to do the brows first. Now I am going to be using my Juvia's Place palettes, and I don't have any of the makeup with me as I'm talking to you guys because this makeup is in my kit, but I'm just taking like a brown, just a normal brown. I'm just putting that for her transition, and I'm going in with another like an orangey brown, and I'm going to be placing that in her crease. And I'm going to be like basically blowing out these colors just to make sure that her transition and her crease is, you know, built up enough for the next shade that I'm going to put on. So I'm definitely going to build these shades up and make sure they are very prominent, so that when I put on the lid shade, you can still see it. So the key to a good transition is blending. You want to make sure that you are blending these shades very perfectly, going back and forth with back and forth motions. So I did take a deeper brown, not too dark, but dark enough to give the crease a little bit more definition. And as you can see here, I'm just building it up and I'm going back and forth. I like to do both eyes going back and forth because that for me determines whether or not the eyeshadow is even. It's difficult for me to do one eye and then do the next eye. So now I'm going in with a shade from the Juvia's Place palette. This is more of a champagne gold. I mixed it with a gold and a champagne gold, as I didn't want it to be too gold and I didn't want it to be too champagne, which is a little bit too light for her skin tone. I'm using a fluffier Real Technique brush. This brush is perfect for this technique because I don't want to do a cut crease. I don't want to do a fake cut crease. I just wanted to put it on and have it look seamless, blended, not sharp or harsh in any way. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing now. I'm just packing on that color. I love this look. This for me is my signature look. This is what I do on all of my clients for the most part. So now I'm going in with the NYX Epic Wear liquid liner, and I'm placing this all on her eyes. I'm giving her like a baby wing, not nothing too dramatic at all. This liner is really good, and it is super duper black, and it's waterproof, so you don't have to worry about your liner coming off or anything like that. And when you're doing liner, of course, please take your time. Now I'm going to put some mascara on her lashes because I am going to be putting falsies on. So I don't want her natural lashes from the fallout or anything to look funny with her lashes. So these lashes I did get from Amazon. You guys, excuse my voice. I am getting over a cold, okay? So these lashes I got from Amazon, and I love them. This is like a 3-pack, and it's different kinds of lashes. And if you need some lashes for your kid, these lashes are bomb. So anyways, I'm putting these on. They're not too big. So now I'm just taking a makeup remover wipe from Neutrogena, and I'm just removing any fallout from those shimmer shades. It was a little bit of fallout under her eyes, not too much, but it was some fallout. So now I'm going in with the MAC Black Track, and I'm just lining her waterline with that black liner. When you are doing a black liner, you do want to have your client to look up and look the opposite way when you're putting the liner on. So now I'm using the e.l.f. Matte Poreless Primer, Putty Primer, and I'm placing this all over her skin. Her skin is very smooth. It doesn't seem oily. She has normal skin, but I noticed that it wasn't oily. I did wipe it, but I wanted to make sure that her makeup stayed on. So I didn't want the oils to seep through her skin. So I want to make sure I put on enough primer to have a barrier between her skin and the foundation. So I am using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC50 and NW50. So I mix these two shades together. I typically mix my foundations because I want to get the best shade possible. I love MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundations because they have the best undertones. So now I'm going in with the MAC Smooth Wear Concealer, just in the shade NC55, I believe. And I'm just placing that under her eyes. And I'm also going in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in the shade, I believe it's number 11. And I'm just going to be blending it out with this beauty sponge that I got from Amazon. And I always blend out the chin and the forehead before I blend out the under eyes, because I just want to make sure that her under eyes get the most coverage. So now I'm just blending out the concealer, having my clients look up. Having them look up is always best when you're putting concealer under their eyes, unless they cannot look up because their eyes are sensitive and they water quick. But they have to look up because you need that concealer to go underneath their eyes and underneath the waterline as close as possible, or there will be gaps, and then there also will be wrinkles and and separation and everything like that. So it's very important that you get up under those eyes as close as possible, unless the client has sensitive eyes and she cannot look up. So now I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent honey powder, and I am just baking under her eyes. I'm not really baking, but I'm kind of baking because I'm going to be pressing this into her skin as well, and I'm going to be placing this all over everywhere I place that concealer. And so that's, of course, under the eyes, the bridge of the nose, around the chin area, around the mouth area, because sometimes people can have smile lines, the forehead, and everywhere else. I love this powder. It's really good. You guys need to get it. So now I'm just taking the MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NW50 to just sweep away all of that powder and just to ensure that her makeup is on. So now I'm going to be going in with my Morphe Glamour Bronze Bronzer. This one is in the shade Leader, to bronze up her skin and to bring some warmth and everything back to her skin. She is so beautiful, you guys. I was so glad that she basically agreed to me recording her, because I asked her, I did one brow and I was like, oh, you know what, can I record your makeup? Because I remember somebody on my Instagram, one of my friends said, could you record a makeup tutorial doing dark skin? And I was like, yes, I'm gonna ask her next time. And so I just sprayed her face with some MAC, I always get this wrong, this is the MAC Prime Spray. And now I'm just adding some blush from my Morphe blush kit. And I was looking at her face and I noticed, I don't know if it was from the powder or what, but it was like little lines. It wasn't like too bad, but it was like, I don't know if it dried up and it just looked like that. But I was just basically letting her know that that's what that was, because she was looking at her phone. Like, you guys, she's one of them clients that is on her phone like a lot. So it did not bother me, except for, when I just, and sometimes it make me nervous, and I was just letting her know that if that's what she was looking at, that's what that was. But she wasn't even looking at that. That was just my own me thinking that she was looking at it. So now you guys, I'm just highlighting her skin and making sure that she is glowing from all angles, and just blending out everything. You have to always go back and blend out everything because girl, one want no harshness. So now I'm going in with the MAC Chestnut lip liner to line her lips. She has beautiful full lips, like she's beautiful, and I'm just going in with that liner. Now I'm going in with the, I think this is the NYX soft cream or lip cream lipstick. It's not matte, it's more of a cream lipstick. I did add a little bit of that NYX soft matte pink lipstick to her lips just to kind of just make it a little bit more lighter. Now I'm just blending in everything with this brush. I love this brush. I'm blending everything in. I'm going to be going in with my gloss, and this gloss is the So Posh gloss. I just use it all of the time for my clients because it's more of a nudie gloss, and it's just so perfect for this lip combination. And you want to make sure that you put the gloss at the very top of the lip as well as the middle of the lip, and just blend it out perfectly. I loved her lip. I love this combination. I love the makeup. Now I'm just going to be doing some finishing touches, adding a mascara at the bottom of her lash line and her top lashes to blend in the falsies with her real natural lashes. And this is basically, you guys, the finished look. I'm going to be adding some highlight under her brow bones and in her tear duct because I almost forgot to do that, and that just makes the makeup pop. So this is a finished look. She loved her makeup. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye.